So it looks like we were not going live and now we are live. And I don't know why it's now live, but we weren't live before. So we get to go, hi, and welcome to Restream.
Yeah.
So,
Welcome. We've had a chance to chat,
yes.
leading up to this and just really dive into menopause skincare, perimenopause, what you can do, before you even like when you're in your 20s and 30s to make sure your skin is glowing for your entire life, right?
Well, and Cassie is my sidekick and a good one. She's going through the perimenopause, and I'm Nancy from Skin Diva Labs, and we're welcoming you to Skin Science Sunday. And hopefully, you'll join us and ask all your questions down below, and we'll be sure to respond. And if you're watching this on the record or the replay, please don't hesitate to leave your comments. So let's go. What's your questions you
Absolutely.
got?
Yeah, so I know for me, I see my skin changing, right? I feel like it like uh well, some days it's like super oily and some days it's super dry, and definitely that plumpness and firmness that my skin has always had up until this point is just not the same
It's
anymore.
not the same. So, about the mid 30s, our hormones start, everything starts declining. Our body does such a great job of covering it up because it's such a great machine that we have. So, our estrogen, our progesterone, our testosterone, everything starts changing, and our NAD levels, our energy levels, everything starts declining. And depending on how well you actually take care of yourself, which is good and bad, your body will give you either the most glowing skin or you'll be sitting there at 40 going, okay, what happened? I need to fix this. I think I was like, and I personally was thrown into immediate, I had a hysterectomy at 37. So I was thrown
Oh.
into immediate menopause and had no idea. Like all of a sudden I was like, okay, what the hell is this going on? Like, I mean, it was crazy. And thank God for some of the people that were like the pioneers of hormone replacement therapy, because
Yeah.
if I hadn't have had that, I think I would have been a crazy lady. But it really, you really notice immediately the changes in your skin, the changes
Yeah.
in everything. It just is truly amazing. What kind of changes have you seen?
Yeah, so, well, I used to use skincare that was I know I've watched your videos, so I know, like, I definitely over exfoliated, so
Hmm.
that doesn't work the same anymore, right? It's like, I love makeup, I love wearing makeup, so I'm like, "Oh, I gotta take all this makeup off," and then now, using those same things, my skin is just so red and inflamed, like, always, using those same products. And, when I started, with Skin Diva Labs products, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, the difference of the redness of my skin was insane." It was night and day difference.
Yeah, I think what we miss, as we hit that 37, 40, is our skin barrier up until that time. As for most of us, I mean, I was an cystic acne, oily person. So I had tons of oil. So a lot of people, it's like we forget that all of a sudden we don't have any oil, and that glycolic lactic cleanser that we were using
Yeah.
is stripping everything off. So when you strip that barrier, your whole menopausal skin now is reacting, going, okay, I don't have any oil left. Like, what are we gonna do? So, what other signs is it more sensitive to?
Yeah, definitely. The sun plays
Mhm.
a whole different role, right? Where before I'd go out in the sun and get a nice tan, now I'm like, my skin does not feel good in the sun. So I know you talk about sunscreen a lot, and
Yes.
this would be important, right, for protecting our skin before we get to menopause and during. So, what kind of what kind of sunscreen do you recommend to make sure your skin stays looking and
Well,
feeling good?
one, okay, there's a couple of things going on here with sunscreen.
Yeah,
And if you are in an office all day long, well, I encourage you to like get your like 10 minutes of like sun in the morning and 10 minutes late in the afternoon because you
for
need
sure.
it for your vitamin D levels.
Yeah.
But that kind of like, as far as needing sunscreen, you don't really need sunscreen for that. So
Okay.
you have a window of where your body creates UVB. So your or UVB rays are absorbed into your skin. I should say that that's correct. And the UVB gives you your own natural tan. So when
Ah,
you're going out into the sun, instead of putting a block on, a block will block all the UVBs. You'll never ever get your own natural tan. You'll never get enough vitamin D. You'll never get any of that. But you have to understand after that 10 minutes or 15, it's not saying just go out in the sun and fry yourself, but you want to then make sure that you get your sunscreen. I'm a huge fan of mineral sunscreen. I don't
mhm,
care whether what you use as far as brand wise, as long as it's a quality mineral product. The minerals
sure.
actually block the sun and it reflects off those minerals. So, mineral sunscreen or a zinc titanium dioxide sunscreen, something that is going to give you a full block. The less chemicals that are in the sunscreen, the better. And the ones that are very commercial don't really have like they have a ton of chemicals. So you
Yeah.
kind of want to balance that with what you're putting on, especially for kids too.
Oh,
So
sure.
the kids need their, they need their vitamins, but they also need a little bit of vitamin D. Everybody does. So I think we have to balance that with making sure you get that UVB in your body before you block it out totally. So if you're going on a morning walk and you're in, sunny South Florida where the sun is like extra critical, maybe you go before 8 o'clock, you get like your 15 minutes, and then you put your sunscreen on if you're going to be outside for the rest of the day. So it makes a huge difference. But
Yeah.
it'll keep you from having all these brown spots later on in life.
So, is there anything you can do when you get those brown spots from maybe some sun damage, being out in the sun for too long when you get older? Are there products that we can use?
Yes, well, from okay, talking about products and DNA, the science of how skincare can actually change your cellular structure today more than ever is so important because it gives you the ability to repair the cells. So we're
Ah,
looking at serums. I mean, for example, the brand that I founded, Skin Diva Labs, we have an everything lift serum. That serum is designed to help lighten the pigmentation because of the combination of peptides, the NAD, everything that's there will help. But what it does, it's like it's cellular re-education. So when you re-educate the damage, you're getting it, and it doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, but you didn't get the spots yesterday. You got them over a long time, but it does take time for the cells to actually rebuild themselves, but it can happen. And the same thing can happen with repairing fine lines and wrinkles and things that you want to. When you nourish the skin and when you give it vitamins, nutrients, especially proteins, it makes a huge difference on how the skin is plump and hydrated and what it looks like.
Yeah. So, and I also want to invite everyone watching right now to make sure to leave your comments so that Nancy can answer any of your skincare questions. We're talking about menopause skin. We're talking about hydrated skin. We're talking about non-toxic regenerative skincare, not just your basic skincare. And these products are fantastic. So I think that that's probably important for everyone watching to understand the level of expertise that you've put into the Skin Diva Lab products.
It's well, even from a menopause standpoint, it's about repairing the barrier. So the reason we start to see all of these issues happen as perimenopause and menopause happens is because the barrier is damaged. And when the barrier is damaged, it's like, okay, the door is open for everything to happen. It's open for more wrinkles and more dehydration of the skin. All of a sudden, all these things start happening. So the door is completely wide open for the what's going to fall behind. So once you fix that barrier, and we did, I didn't accidentally discover this. We were looking for I did accidentally discover this Sunday morning, so but we were looking for products that we could use on cancer patients, and when somebody's going through chemo, just like when we're going through menopause, our barrier on our skin is so raw, it is so stripped, it everything needs nourishing. So that's how we actually ended up with such a barrier support is first
Wow.
we fix the barrier just like you would for a menopausal, and going through menopause, you fix the barrier and then you re-educate and put new information into those cells so that all of a sudden your skin is glowing. I mean, we're not going to make you from 50 to 20, but we are going to make you the best darn looking 50-year-old you've ever seen. I mean, that's the goal. And I think for all of us, I mean, that's my goal. I want to look, maybe 5, maybe 10 years younger than I actually am. I don't want to look my age or ever active.
Yeah,
That's a
exactly.
whole nother thing. But it's like giving you the tools, but the tools are you have to repair the barrier first. And
Yeah.
it doesn't matter whether it's menopause or chemo or you've got rosacea. All of these things that are happening is your body talking and saying, "Oh, okay, I've had enough." And that's the menopause part of it.
Yeah.
So,
So it's not just topically, right? We have to think about our skin as it's the largest organ of our body. We have to think about all of it, the from the inside out.
yes, completely inside out. The more like vegetables you eat, the cleaner you eat, the less chemicals you eat, all of it, everything, if you think about it, everything is going through our livers. Our livers are magical. They are fabulous at detoxing everything pretty much we can throw at it up until maybe we're 30, 35. Seriously,
Uh-huh.
I mean, how many times have you eaten fast food and you don't even think twice about it? I don't or didn't, but I wouldn't
Yeah.
dare go near it now because I know like literally chemicals and preservatives and all of those are making a huge difference in what your skin looks like sugar's the number one problem in skin as far as laxity and not having firm skin, and it creates in the skin, um, pe- people will go get Botox before they will take care of their skin barrier. And when you see the lack of firmness in the skin, but I have no wrinkles, but your skin barrier is not healthy. These are things I think that we need to educate on so people really understand. I saw a podcaster last week say that Botox gave her a glow. And I was like, no, that would be a hard no. Botox will not give you a glow. The only thing that's going to give you a glow is making sure your menopausal skin or perimenopausal skin is the barriers repaired, it's protected, and you're nurturing it. So that's going to give you a glow. Fillers won't give you a glow. It has to come from either topically and within. I like the combination of eating well, taking care of yourself. Our self-care, who we're, taking care of, is the most important part. It's truly makes a difference. Truly.
For sure. Yeah. So I think that that's something that isn't talked about a lot. Well, in this time when we're aging and we're seeing these differences in our skin, and so many people are going to these quick fixes, and they're like, "Oh, I'll just get some Botox, right? I'll just
Hmm.
get some fillers." But really, you can take care of your skin by getting enough protein, by making sure your water, like you drink enough water. And so really I think it's changing the way people think about skincare.
Hmm.
And that it's not just what you put on your face. Cool. You spend $100 on different products and serums and all of that, but you're not drinking enough water or getting enough protein. Like,
Mm-mm. It won't make a difference. I
uh-huh.
mean, or you can buy the fancy serum, but you're using a cleanser that is stripping. Like you can use a glycolic cleanser and you're spending $1 million for this magical serum, and it's going on skin and just sitting on top of it. It's never absorbing deep in. And
Right.
it's really an education to market, like everybody's been marketed to so much out there. That's the mainstream. We want you to, here's the 3 products you need. There's no education on, hey, it starts inside, but you have to have enough omegas, you have to have enough water, you have to have enough nutrients in aminos and proteins in order to build healthy skin. But you also, as we start aging, we need to be talking about hormone replacement therapy. We need to be talking about barrier support. And that's why we really did the bio barrier with Scandiva, because it makes a huge difference in the number one, how you glow, how you get a cellular reset, and then how your skin stays really strong and looking gorgeous for the rest of your life. I mean, that's the goal.
Yeah. Well, I really think that um it's it's an elevated like level of self-care. You know,
Yes.
you can see it dramatically as people, as women age, especially. You go, "Oh wow, she really took care of herself." Like
Hmm.
her, her skin still looks so good. You can see, a woman at 55 that looks incredible, and she's really, you can tell, like, she exercises and all of that. And then you can see a woman that's also 55 and you're like, "Oh my goodness," like
Hmm.
that crepey skin, that's a
Right.
big one, right?
It's huge, and it's really part of. I know a lot of women are out there, and I watch them with the kids, and I know kids are like priority, but your children learn from you, and if
Yeah.
you're not doing your self-care, then they're not seeing that and growing up with it. And there's so many women that just take the time to teach your daughter or teach your children really about self-care, because it's so important And what you put in is in your skin. Everything you
Mhm.
see, it comes and it's part of it. It just is. And as I'm on the other side of menopause because I had to be from a long time ago, but it was a real not so fun journey when all of a sudden you see your skin change overnight. And
Yeah.
what you used to be able to do muscular and activity wise, you're changing. So the only person that can fix that is ourselves. And that's part of that self care routine that I mean, I make sure, like, hey, this is what I'm eating every week, and I do my meal plans. And, on Sunday, it's important that we eat really well. It's important that we nourish our bodies and our minds too. It's all part of
Yeah.
it.
Well, and that's an excellent point. Being that it's Sunday, right? Um, they like this is a chance to start, right? This is a
Yes.
chance for people to prep for their week, really make a plan, like make sure that you have your meals planned out, make sure that you know that you're going to get adequate sleep. Like this is an opportunity for people to start uh today. Um that I see, I told you my
I,
number one.
I love it. It's great.
I
Well, if they don't hate yours, they probably hate my voice. It's funny that well, we just got a comment that said your voice is so annoying, and so we're trying to figure out which one.
Yeah, let
So,
us know which one you think is
yes.
annoying. This is my no, I've been doing YouTube for
Uh,
for 15 years, and my
yeah.
number one comment is always about
So
my
the
voice. So
voice.
that was so perfect.
Uh, oh well. Anyway, back to the menopausal skin, and maybe they'll get some humor in their life.
Oh, that's
uh,
so funny. So, right. Protein we talked about is super huge. So going into the week, making sure that you get enough
mhm.
protein. And I know you're mostly vegan, or are you 100% vegan, Nancy?
I I'm mostly vegan. I'll eat like wild caught fish every once in a while, but pretty much I'm vegan. But I do this. I'll shout out to Clean Food Dirty Girl. They have meal plans, which I adore and love. And any of you who are looking for a great meal plan that's vegan, it's really awesome, and it's not crazy expensive, but great recipes. So I like to do that. I like to stack my protein shakes, in the freezer so they're ready to go. So that's really like great.
Yeah. So, for like vegan protein, is it you mostly look for like protein shakes, or where do you get
Uh,
adequate protein if you're going more vegan?
there's a brand that I love called Complement. It's a pea protein that is it's and the product itself is very clean. There's
Ah,
only a few ingredients. Only if your protein is stacked and is everything, you really kind of want to make sure that if you have a ton of ingredients, that protein is not for you. There are a lot of people, there's the controversy between whey protein and pea protein. Personally, I cannot do whey, but it's everybody's choice on the protein. But I really love the brand, the Complement. There's also the complete protein, which is another one, but Complement is my fave for vegan protein.
okay, cool. So, and then what about regular, like if you're not vegan and you're looking for some excellent protein to make sure like your skin is glowing, what would be some
Glowing.
good proteins?
Um, the ones that are like I will recommend out there, Complete Fusion. There are Plant Fusion, excuse me. It's another. I'm just a big plant person, so I really like to have that protein. I feel like it's cleaner than the whey protein. I I'm just from the fact that I had allergies and I stay really far away from dairy, and the whey is dairy. It's still like,
Oh,
so that's why I'm not as big a fan of it. You still need the aminos to build your skin base. A lot of people do bone broth as another ability to help your skin. So bone broth is another way to add that to your skin. Collagen powders and everything. I know it's a big thing out there. Taking collagen, it has to be the right type of collagen. So when you're taking collagen, there's different kinds of types that are there. And unless you have a like pretty much unless it's a drink that you are drinking, which it tastes absolutely horrible, then it makes a huge difference on whether or not it's going to absorb and whether it actually scientifically makes a difference in the collagen in your skin. I personally think you're better off doing exercising, doing the ability to do hormone replacement, do all those things, eating really, really well and clean with nothing, minimizing sugar or no sugar at all. I just think all those things make us a big change. And we
so
can
what are the collagen? So what's a good collagen or a like good, better, best, or how does it work?
from boosting the collagen.
Yeah.
I think you're better off with Perfect Aminos. It's
Uh-huh.
a brand that is widely recognized. Gary Brecka made it
Oh,
very,
yeah.
very, very popular. It is 29 grams of protein that like two in the morning, two at night, but you're getting aminos directly, and that to me makes your hair strong. It makes your nails strong. It always is really, really good for the skin. So I'm more proactive and let's get our aminos that are actually built into collagen instead of putting in a collagen powder that may or may not scientifically be responsible for building your collagen.
Ah,
So
okay.
we went a long way from menopause to
Yeah, well, I feel like this is part of it, right?
yes,
Collagen,
it is.
your collagen drops
It
once
does.
you enter
It does.
menopause. So it's super important to add that into your daily routine.
Yes.
But what a so that we talked about like what you can do as far as foods you can eat and stuff like that. What would be some excellent products that we should be looking at?
Uh, I like, of course, I love, are we looking at products for skin? Are we looking for products for skin?
Yes,
So
skin. So
I'm gonna
we
talk about our Skin Diva Labs, that
uh-huh.
for really, really giving you glowing, gorgeous skin. I came out of retirement for this because it's really that good on people at my spa in Delray Beach, Florida, plug Bellarena Spa. um they absolutely fell in love with the products, and they were like, you got to put it in a bottle, you got to make it happen. And it's simple and it's easy and it's a system, and it's premium regenerative skincare is really what it is. So it's about constantly giving the fuel to your cells that helps regenerate your skin so that your barrier looks amazing and looks gorgeous.
Yeah. So I would say from using all of the Skin Diva Labs products, one of my absolute favorites is the Blue Velvet um,
Right.
day night
Th-
mask. That one is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. It has methylene blue in it, which is a super hot topic. And for those of you, I don't know if you can see how blue it is. See if I can hold it up there so you can see how blue it is. So,
Uh-huh.
but it goes on really like a cream. And you wear it at night, which I like really, really, it just disappears into the hand. And it really works to repair your skin at night.
Yeah.
So it is truly one of those super antioxidants. There's a lot of talk about methylene blue on many landscapes out there. People are doing a lot internally. From a skin standpoint, we are using scientific studies that show the efficacy of methylene blue as a super antioxidant. Just like vitamin E, vitamin A, methylene blue is actually, in all of our studies and what we are seeing, even better than even vitamin C for actually regenerating healthy skin cells. So there's a lot of work to be done in that. But when you wear it at night and then wake up the next day, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I have to tell you, I don't think I've ever told you this. I use the blue velvet day night mask on my face, my neck, obviously. Um, but I have tattoos. When I put
Right,
it on my hands and my tattoos, like they look amazing. I don't
right,
know, like it's incredible. It feels like my skin is so hydrated and you know, uh, so many people that have tattoos know you put all this money into it and then you want to
right,
protect them.
right.
The difference um of the methylene blue mask on my skin, like it's incredible. Like I feel like they look better. I would say for anyone that has tattoos, you should use the methylene
Like
blue
blue.
day night mask on him. It's insane. It's
It re-
amazing.
It really has turned out to be one of those sleeper products. Um,
Yeah.
I really put it in the system because I wanted my people to, or my clients to have something that was repairing at night, and nobody has time oh, let me put a mask on and go sit and fan myself or work on no, we just don't do it. So I was like, why can't we do that and do it as, let's do it overnight. And it
Mhm.
really has turned, I should just take the day out and call it blue velvet night mask and just be done with it. But it really is amazing as to how it restores the skin for the next morning. Because you wake up in the next morning, you're like, oh, wow, this is like not how I went to sleep. It's cool.
Yeah. Well, and I would say, right, when we're going through the menopause and perimenopause, like anything that we can find that gives us that little boost, right?
Right.
Just putting
Mhm.
that mask on and then waking up and feeling really good. It's like, okay, I can make another change and make another change. Like small changes over time. Like you don't need to overwhelm yourself,
Right.
but there's some things that you can do to help yourself moving forward.
Exactly. I really believe that so strongly. It's just about moving forward, propelling us forward. I know we need to like wrap up here, but I have a wonderful client. She's 89 years old and she has a giant 90th birthday in November. And she is so amazing. She's coming in every 2 to 3 weeks. She's coming in. So yesterday she came in because she wants to work on her skin. She was a tennis player and very active. She's still very active today. She drives to the spa for all of her facials and waxing and everything. And
Uh-huh.
she's never used skincare in her entire life. She's
What?
used soap. Like, she was a soap lady from day one. And all of a sudden, she started coming by the spa to say, "Hey, look at my skin. How's it look?" It's so adorable. And she stopped by yesterday and she was like, "Hey, I just want you to take a look at my skin and see what you think. Is it glowing?" And the difference in her skin is truly amazing. It's very cool. It's
Oh, that's
it's
so
it's
awesome.
really like, and she sees it, and it makes a huge difference. So like, it really doesn't matter what age that you have it. And if you're watching it on replay, ask your questions down below. I'll answer all your questions. And if you want more information about Skin Diva Labs, don't hesitate. The link is in our description. It's great products, and it's the biobarrier repair system that nobody else has it on the market. Nothing is out there like it. So
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Nancy. You always have like you have a wealth of knowledge. I feel like we could be doing this for hours
we
and
definitely could.
not even scratch the surface. So, thank you so much for all of your amazing tips. And yeah, I would love to see people in the comments ask their questions so we can have more videos coming up in the future answering this.
Absolutely. So have a happy Sunday.
Awesome. Have a happy